Um, we are here going to play home. But yeah, right now it's like, but yeah, uh, um, your game will be saved automatically if you complete home in a single sitting. Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. Right. Alright, hopefully we're on air again, but I'm gonna do it just in case. I'm gonna do the intro again. What is it, big guys? This is Alejandro Maldonado, or Zeno Milotes from 68. Today we're here playing home. Because it showed on air gray for some reason. But yeah. Hopefully we do a good thing here. It'd be really nice. Also, let's try and get this show on the road, I guess. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet, a flashlight. That house, where was I? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? Jesus Christ, that scared me again. Hurry! The desk had a computer and some papers on it. In a single drawer. I didn't want to sleep, but I opened it. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? The lid on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. I don't see no blood and all that crap on my pants or my shoes. This guy's a redhead and he looks hairy on his chest. Oh my god. Not that I have a problem with redheads. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. The shelf was full of books on local history, hunting, and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. That's where we're in. Jesus Christ. An old dining table, covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife. I guess there was no reason for me to keep this. I didn't take it. I figured this was no help to me, so I left it behind. Now, I'm gonna do a 2.5-hour sitting for this because I'm gonna try and find at least 2 freaking things for this. A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic, but exhausted. I freed it. A collection of rusty tools. Those looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. I pushed it. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a far away click somewhere. Oops. Knew it! The door was tapped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. It looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. Sounds like the wild case of amnesia, buddy. The bathroom was incredibly clean. Every surface had been thoroughly wiped, and nothing seemed out of place. Sounds like my dream bathroom. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. I swear, guys. Oh, you piece of shit, scared the shit out of me. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged, to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Key card. Ocker. Last one, I promise. It didn't make sense at the time. Let me read that again. The smell of old dishes and moldy food was Disney. Okay, nauseating basically. The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. The box looked heavy, but there was marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Yes, I did. I heaved the box forward, and it finally gave. Damn, they make it seem like a heavy box. There was a ladder going up underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Almost certainly I did. My leg hurt like hell as I climbed down that ladder. The tunnel below was even darker, and the smell wasn't getting any better. But I had to get out there and find a way home. Footprints in the dirt. Looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Places all over were marked on the map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Newspapers, climbings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There was photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? I did. I tucked the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. God, I can't speak today, guys. I'm sorry. It was so dark down there. The air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Some kind of homemade rack slugged together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? Hope not. Maybe getting probably freaking AIDS or some shit. Crudely made shelves. It looked like they were holding cans of some kind. Horses. I can't freaking speak. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. I got that from Warframe, okay guys? It looked like a cage. It was small. But there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. Well, I want to try and check that freaking out now. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? The broken ladder, I had to be careful. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump? No. Maybe there was some other way to get down there without risking any more injury to my leg. The hell? There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yes. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. That was creepy as hell. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yes. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. A bunch of old newspapers, wet, pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger, to Caven. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. Ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have through, I would have run straight out of these awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting too delirious now. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? A kitchen knife covered in dirt, drying blood, thickening. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? Yes. I slipped the knife in my boot. Since I had the handgun in my pocket, did I really need all this? Hell yeah. Can never be too prepared for the zombie apocalypse. Oh shit. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. Oh, but it lets me go in this one. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyways? Yes. Whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how to use it, how to work it, whatever. I can't speak at all, so screw it. What this one? I still can't go in there, damn it. Da 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 da. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yes. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Whatever those valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. And that damn door's still locked. Turning the valves must have drained the water that was in this room. There was a ladder I could reach. Looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the swallow pool of rancid water. I hell took it. I pocked the small key, but it was so odd-shaped, I had no idea what it might open. I think I know what it might open. Damn it, I thought it might open, okay. But apparently not. I was about to try. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. No, really? Oh hell. Another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a keyring. Oh, a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. I hella took it. I thought about the knife. If I had found with some disgusting in it, as I carefully picked up the key from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. This watches turn out to be like You're the Murderer type stuff. I could smell a hint of fresh air. I was anxious to leave, but I couldn't help but wonder what that key unlocked. The awkward weight of the gun and the knife made the climb even more arduous. Would I need that gun or that knife on my way home? Or was I a fool for picking them up? I wondered what it was in that locked room I passed. Should I have gone back to check? Perhaps it doesn't matter. I was so eager to escape, I almost bruised my hand, forcing the latch at the top of the ladder open. As I lifted the heavy lid above me, practically, I can't pronounce shit. The smell of that sewer gave way to the dank scent of pine trees. I love pine tree smells. Welcome to Minecraft Simulator, guys. Hell, reminds me of that game called The Suffering from PlayStation 2. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up. The night air had becoming strangely chilly. This is gonna creep the hell out of me, guys. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the distant structure. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. My bad. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in the tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water towers and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? He killed everybody, that's what I think. The old train was ripped open and hanging from a shred of metal. As well as the broken fence was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear inside the train's shell. I could see a few faint impacts like wounds. Could they have been the bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. Well, what? Definitely the killer. Like, what if I am? The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegal notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guessed he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? For some reason, guys, I thought this was a freaking, what's it called? Minecraft a little bit. I need to go to that one area. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. Ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yes. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Shut the hell up, damn bats. Oh, hey, goes that boy. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes. I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. But yeah, Minecraft all over again because of the freaking sounds of walking on dirt. Bam, 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 yeah. Oh shit, my bad guys. I was yawning. This must have been the entrance to the old forest that was maintained on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Prickle, prickle, prickle. Dry old panic table. Oh, picnic table. Sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I had found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table. Did I? Hell yeah. With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design into the wood. R+H. I felt like a teenager defencing the table. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross? Yes. Oh, I thought it would die. Two bodies, two young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. I had no idea who these girls were. I didn't touch the grave site. Did I? Hell yeah, I did. I tried to arrange the bodies so their clothes covered them better. I closed the young one's eyes, shivering at the slight touch. With a few nearby sticks, I creaked ahead markers so the police could find them later. I'm nice, okay? I love being nice to these types of people. Then I walked back over to the other side. No, I was already freezing from crossing the river once. What were these women doing out here? Oh, same questions. Do it! Just do it. Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off, and it was surprising to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Hell yeah. Pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wonder if I could find my way around. Oh no, shit. There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook. Did I take it? Yes, I did. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Charlie, Iris, Defani, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel. Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. Oh. No. 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 Don't go. I think it says. I don't know. I don't care anymore. I'm inside. Yeah. There was a damp smelling plank leaning against the stall door. I might have been able to cross the river with it. Freaking smartass. I managed to carry the plank under my arm so it didn't get in my way. My dude. Wait a minute, there's a sink, it's activated, it's freaking, I can activate it. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. Almost. Keyword guys, almost. No, 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 no. Haha, the sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Hopefully. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I'd never wanted to return there. 99. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized that auto parts factory where I had worked as a mechanist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago. Now, times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Screw it, I don't give a shit. I'm a man now, bitch. Wait a minute. I should go back outside. Aha. I found the body of a security guard just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. No, really? I wondered, was this flashlight his? No, I actually wanted the same thing now. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? I don't even know if it was my watch, but I don't care. I'm taking it. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. Hell yeah. Thug life, bro. Frank. You pieces of shit that scared the shit out of me. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was passed to the front that said, "Danger! Closed for repairs." I don't give a shit. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cable bursts out of the box, sneaking off to other parts on the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. I want to go inside that door. But no, I have to go freaking upstairs. The worst part. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotten. I noticed the old Bolston board on the wall. Our old break table. A layer of dust and green only makes sense. Sing this, sing more. Alright guys, well, I'll carry on to the next. Oh. Well, I'll carry on to the next thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah. Hope you guys like this video, if you guys ever watch this too. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!